talk about the best fight of the night that I seen last night. And I seen Jenna Big knock out Stephen Butler too. I was just turning out, they were showing the knockout. But I ain't see enough of that fight. Even though I got ESPN Plus and I can rewatch it. I thought Butler was gonna be better than what he actually was, but hey, it is what it is. A lot of people saying Jenna Big wasn't all that. I seen Irv say that. Just let you know, man, that it didn't really you know, he said, well, Jamal can go out there and get the belt from him. I'm like, shit, he could, but I just don't understand boxing. It'd be easy belts to get. Maybe it ain't so easy. I mean, for a man who ain't never unified, man, you think he would want to unify. But let's talk about the best fight I seen last night. Might be the best fight I seen in a minute on Showtime. You know, and it was Kenneth Sims versus Akhmedov or whatever. I got an interview with Kenneth Sims when I was in Vegas when he beat Elvis Rodriguez. So Terrence Crawford was in the house last night as well. I didn't know that until after I started seeing the stories and stuff. So yeah, he was in the house. But yeah, man, it was a good fight, bro. I mean, you know, Akhmedov just getting some raw deals out here, ain't he? I wouldn't say he won the fight, but one of the issues with him, I think they preferred the majority decision. And you got to understand, Akhmedov didn't fought on Showtime so many times, so you would think he would have got the benefit of the doubt, right? But the thing about Akhmedov is that, you know, he don't have effective punching. He can punch. You know, we seen that in the Barrios fight. But the problem is, he just throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he just throwing punches, bro. He not throwing them to make them count. And Kenneth Sims threw shots to make them count. That was the difference in the fight. Kenneth Sims, you know, a shoe shine from I'm about to say Ishmael Barros, a shoe shine from what's the kid's name? Akhmedov. Well, Kenneth Sims took the play with two good shots, real shots. That was the equivalent of 12 of his shots. And Akhmedov also, he lazy. Like, you know, he'll throw 6 shots and forget to defend. I mean, Sims, man, if Sims watch that film and they fight again somehow, some way, which was close enough to justify it, he gonna see this dude open for the uppercut. If Sims would have pivot and threw a left or right uppercut, because he like to switch hit and he does it well, you know, he'd have seen that uppercut there. You know, Akhmedov be sitting right in the motherfucking inside throwing punches without going back on defense. He just sit there and just wail punches. And with every fighter, that's not gonna do it. So every fighter don't get discouraged by oncoming fire and just lose their mind. You know, especially when you throwing arm punches. You know, Akhmedov need to continue. When he in there, he need to get his feet off that. He need to use his feet to get off that line. He need to be throwing punches, turning, and he need to be changing the speeds of his punches. He throwing all arm punches, but he in there like this throwing no punches. He just sitting like that. He open for a counter. He not bringing his hands back. He not weaving. He not, you know, pivoting to step over to get a better angle. He's staying right in there for them counters, bro. He not trying to pick the counters off or nothing. Dude, if he takes 6 of those shoe shines on the inside to the body in terms of 3 hard shots or 2 hard shots and turn and pivot out of there and then rip them again, then he'd be a lot better fighter. They were saying, well, you know, I don't understand why they don't give him credit for the body shots. They was arm shots. He wasn't ripping shit. He was just throwing arm shots. And his defense just sitting here. Somebody gonna knock his ass out with an uppercut if he don't weave his head off that line. And he was trying early to weave his head on the inside. When he got on the inside, he just sat there like rock'em sock'em robots, bro. That was the irritating thing about it. Well, Kenneth Sims, you know, all he did was work off Akhmedov. And he was big in there last night too. Akhmedov was in there with somebody who was big as shit. Real shit, he was in there with somebody big as a motherfucker, bro. Sims was pretty big in there, but all Sims did was take the opportunity to let Akhmedov, whatever, get his shit off, and then he countered with 2 hard shots or 1 hard shot, and it was hard to Akhmedov. Now, I would like to see Sims kind of like follow up early with 3 or 4, start ripping 3 or 4, but, you know, and one of the things that benefited Sims too, you know, he did some body work early. He ripped Akhmedov early to the body, and he didn't let Akhmedov pressure get to him. Every now and again, he'll fall to the ropes, but guess what? His defense got tight, and he'd pivot out of there. And then, you know, throw his 1 or 2 hard shots. He knew Akhmedov was throwing a lot of arm shots. Guess what he did? He knew Akhmedov didn't change the speed of the shots, didn't change the rhythm, knew exactly how many shots he was going to throw, and he punched with him. He punched with him. So, you know, that was something to look at. That was something to look at, bruh. So, you know, when you kind of fight with the same rhythm and the same cadence, you know, good counter punchers don't get the drop. Now, if he was in there with somebody that just, you know, exchanged fire with him, Akhmedov might have won that fight. His conditioning was pretty good last night. But he got to start ripping harder shots here and there. That's why he didn't win that fight. Kenneth Sims threw the more effective and the more eye-catching shots. You know? And that's just what it boiled down to. That's just what it boiled down to. He threw the more effective and eye-catching shots. And he pivoted, he used his footwork. He didn't panic. He knew exactly how to handle that pressure. I'd like to see his defense a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he need to rip better shots, bro. He was ripping some good shots to the head, though. Akhmedov, but you know, so was Sims. Sims was ripping better. And when Sims threw to the body early on, he made them motherfuckers count. Akhmedov was just throwing arm shots, and that's why he never really tired Sims down the way he should have. You know, but it is what it is. It was what it was, man. But that was a hell of a fight, bro. That was the real main event. And Rolly couldn't fuck with neither one of them, bro. You know, let's be real. Them dudes would give Gervonta Davis a run for his money if he wasn't the A-side. They'd probably beat him. They both need to be commended. They feel bad for Akhmedov, bro. Even though, you know, I was going for Kenneth Sims. Hella good family, too, bro. Chicago, Midwest love. Good family, bro. I met his family. Me and Tom met his family out there. They good people. I mean, it's time for him to get that title, bro. He deserves it. It's time for Dog to get that title. Like I said, great family, good black man, hard working, and just time to take it to another level. Shout out to Terrence Crawford for coming to support him. He said that, you know, a lot of stuff the advice that he was getting was Terrence Crawford from the crowd. So, shout out to Coach K. Karoma. He was in the corner last night. Shit, you know. And I was just continue with him to level up his conditioning, you know, level up his game and take it to the next level. Tighten defense a little bit. But he knew exactly how to handle that pressure. A lot of guys don't know how to handle that pressure. They move. They do a lot of frantic movement, and they don't know how to really handle it. He knew how to handle it. You know, so you got to get credit. Credit to credit's due. But Akhmedov, man, I feel bad for him, bro. But then again, he just got to figure out what his thing is. He got to figure out that, one, I can't just sit there and let motherfuckers get off to me and I'm getting arm punches off. Let me get 2 or 3 good ones off and get off the line. Even if that's slipping off the line, you know what I'm saying, and slipping and then getting off again, or if it's you know, me throwing 1 or 2 shots, pivoting and then resetting, or pivoting and jumping right back in. But he's sitting there like this, bro. Of course you're gonna get toe up. And you know, his future opponents, bro, I be working on that uppercut too, bro. He there for that. But like I said, fantastic fight, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing either one of them do it again, either one of them in another fight. Them the type of fighters that Showtime need to showcase more often. That was the real main event last night. You know, Barros and Rolly was just anticlimactic until, you know, outside the knockdown and then the bullshit at the end. I mean, but you know, Rolly said dude was like a way harder puncher than Tank. And when motherfuckers hit hard, I mean, you got a couple choices. Get the fuck out the way, or you gotta take a chance and go to them and try to smother that power. But the thing about it is, some guys just got naturally heavy hands, bro. So you try to smother that power and they punch you and they hit you close corners. Yeah, you can grab, but you better hope when you hold, you better hope you can tie them motherfuckers up, because when you get to getting off, it's a wrap. But yeah, check the fight reaction playlist out. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo, CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.